My name is Sumnar Caballero, and this is my audience. Oops. I tend to find a great deal of my self-worth in the titles I hold. For instance, to the Lord, I am humbly and proudly His child. To 2 amazing and self-sacrificing parents, I am a daughter. To 3 passionately driven sisters and 1 hilarious brother, I am a sister. To 1 caring and equally charming man, I've become the love of his life. And although I've known this little one for the past 2 years, I have officially obtained within the last 2 months a new title, one which warms my heart every time I hear it uttered. And this title is Auntie Wowie. 2 years ago, my sister announced her birth, and like any expecting family, we were overjoyed and eagerly anticipated his birth. God willing, my sister had a healthy pregnancy, and on February 6, 2013, Koa Richard Stanley was born. From the first moment I held my nephew in my arms, I was fascinated by his beautiful and tiny features, thrilled when I felt him stirring so close to my heart, and instantly fell in love. I was somewhat terrified of his fragileness, but there was little chances of me staying away. And the best part was I didn't have to. During my sister's work hours, it became my family and my responsibility to watch my nephew, meaning for the first time in my life, there would be a baby in my world. At the age of 19, I could only consider my infant, baby, or toddler care to be that which I had with my baby dolls. Therefore, I anticipated there would be many auntie skills that I would need to acquire. And I did acquire them. The basics to bottle feeding, diaper changing, and burping. But to my surprise, many of these qualities came naturally. Patience, tenderness, loads of silliness, and love were just a few qualities that my nephew brought out of me. And as his auntie, I got to witness his first crawls to his wobbly steps, to his first uttered words, and celebrate with him nearly every momentous occasion. Koa had a special way of making every celebration an extra amount of special. We proudly stood by as he took his first pictures with the Easter Bunny and opened his first presents of his many on Christmas morning. Further, he has brought my already close family even closer. Each day we come together to discuss a special moment we had with him in the day, concerns that we may have for his health, care, and well-being, and of course, his discipline. Now, disciplining this little one is a personal weakness of mine, and boy, does he know it. As a baby, his tears turn my heart to mush, and as a toddler, now that he can speak, he simply exclaims my name, and I turn to a puddle. I never imagined that loving or being there for my nephew could be overdone. With a few timeouts of my own, I came to discover that my willingness to give in to his every demand was supporting some nasty habits of behavior. He teaches me something new, and every day it is something new. For instance, as I wrote this speech, my sweet inspiration climbed into my lap, gave me a tight squeeze, then proceeded by turning around and slamming all my computer keys till there was a lock screen on my computer, and I nearly lost the assignment. I learned then that he best stood as the inspiration for this speech and not its writer. Not only does he teaches me, but he also inspires me. He's inspired me for a yearning for motherhood, and this has to be the greatest blessing that being an auntie has granted me. I've been given a glimpse of what is to come. Extreme fatigue, smelly diapers, tantrums, scratches, and slaps are all inevitable obstacles that are more than compensated for and overcome with a single smile, giggle, or hug. I have always been a puddle of gush for my nephew, and I don't see that ever changing. I've been blessed and I've been gifted, and I'm reminded of this nearly every morning, and it goes like this. My alarm sounds, and I say my prayer to obtain strength for the day. Then I grab my blankie and tune into the latest explorations of Dora, and I eagerly anticipate a tiny knock at the door. When the knock sounds, I open the door and the morning sun rushes in. Then from below me a tiny ray of sunshine enters and exclaims my title and all its worth. Auntie Wowie.